Sorry to bother you, but is this spot taken? Thank you. Um, uh, Never mind. Uh, Sorry. You haven't changed a bit. No, I promise that was supposed to be a compliment. Of course I would remember you. Just, um, I didn't think I'd ever end up running into you again. Or even if I did, I didn't know I would have the courage to come sit next to you again. Well, after I ended things how I did, I just didn't think you would ever want to see me again. You say that, but I still feel like it's my fault. Even if it was because my order needed me in the city, because it was my calling. I was a coward and I wasn't able to tell them no, that I wanted to stay back with you. Even though that you did try so many times to help me build up the courage, I ended up chickening out at the end and just going with what they said like I always do. So yes, I do blame myself still for not staying with you. It's not okay though. I ended up choosing the order over you, and I know that I've been taught not to question the callings or what the goddess decides, but I have been lately. And I know if I decide to bring any of that up to them, that they would just say that she's testing me. And that it's just something I need to overcome. But I don't think I really want to overcome it anymore. Especially now that you're here now. I really don't want to have to leave again. I mean, if you want me to just go now, I will. I know you said this seat was available, but are you sure? Okay. No. No, I know you said that you would come with me, but I know you really didn't want to leave that city behind either. You already have a ton of people you trust there, and I know that's really hard for you to come by. And coming to a new city, you kind of have to start all over and don't know anybody again. Don't know who to trust. You can't. I mean, I will admit I do wonder why you're here now. I can, of course, hope it's that you missed me and wanted to see me, but I think that's a bit too much wishful thinking. After all, you chose a separate bench even though I was already here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said anything. I'm just gonna go. If you insist, I suppose. Is there something wrong with me still being soft? I may have a body like this, but you know I hate seeing people get hurt, and I hate fighting even more. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Even though I am questioning my order, the goddess, everything, my powers haven't gotten any weaker, so I'm just even more confused now. And if anything, I think my healing's actually getting stronger. I know this. It's really dangerous to be thinking these things, but recently I've just been thinking that what if I just left the order, headed back to Neverwinter? Fine. I'll say it. And just hope I ran into you again, that maybe we could maybe not quite pick things off where they left off, but at least have each other in our lives again. Of course, I remember that. How could I forget how we first met? You were performing at that bar, and all of a sudden, some guy starts a fight with you, and for some reason, out of all the people there, you decide to hide behind me. Well, I know you didn't know at the time, but you know I'm not a fighter at all. Even if I may look like one. I do still feel a little bit bad about scaring that guy when I stood up. I will admit it was really funny, his reaction when I just stood up between you two to stop the fight. And seeing his face as he craned his neck up to look at me. And for some reason after that, you decide not to go back before me and just spend the rest of the night with me. That night was probably one of the most fun nights I've ever had. And then after that, you just wouldn't leave me alone. Why are you apologizing? Those were some of the best times of my life. It did still really catch me off guard when you asked me out, though. I thought you were just being nice, since, I was always enjoying my drinks alone, and no one else would dare approach me. Well, I'm sorry for not reading into it. You did, didn't you? And after that, we just were inseparable. We did quests together with the guild. And when you did your work and you got in trouble, you would always come running back to me and have me break up the fights. You're lucky I like you so much, or I wouldn't have kept doing that for you. I suppose you did always make it up to me. I could always barely walk the next day, though. I miss seeing you make that face. Yes, that one. Oh, it just got dark all of a sudden. Oh, no. I was supposed to be meeting the new party I was supposed to help at sunset today. I'm sorry. I wish I didn't have to cut this reunion short. I better get going, though. I hope you decide to stick around. It was nice catching up. I mean, I don't see why not. Sure. You can tag along. You know, just so that there's a familiar face. Okay, well, let's go. I don't want to be too late.